Hey guys, my name is Scott Bentley, or I'm better known as Asher's dad. But let him introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Asher Bentley.
And today, we're going to teach you how to drop in on a ramp for the first time. Dropping in can be super scary, especially when you've never done it before. So there's a progression on how to do it. But the one thing we all know about skateboarding, it's not a matter of if you'll get hurt, it's a matter of when you'll get hurt. So what we're going to try to do today is minimize getting hurt, because getting hurt's not fun, but it is part of skateboarding. So when we launched a very small video on Instagram a couple weeks ago of Asher practicing, I used a string to help teach him how to drop in. That's what we're going to show today. You ready?
Yes!
Alrighty. The first thing we did, because most people just don't have a ramp at their house, is we threw together a very small quarter pipe. This is disposable. I did not build this to last long, but feel free to go ahead and make fun of it because I do know it's not built that great. It's a bunch of scrap wood that I had, old school style PVC pipe for coping. The important thing is not about how long this ramp's gonna last. The important thing is, can Asher drop in on it for the first time? Besides, who wants this when he's got all the rest of this? One of the important things to remember when learning how to drop in is your body position. The only way to do this is to actually drop in and feel what it feels like. But what we always tell people is you want to put your front foot on the bolts, lean forward with your shoulder just a little bit, and then you want to stomp it in, or kind of like you're going for a walk. Okay, so one of the things you can do to help create stability is put your fingers on the nose and hold the board up for them. Go ahead, Asher, and put your front foot on there. Okay, he's not going to go anywhere. Now lean forward a little bit as if you might drop in, so you can see what it feels like. You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this way he kind of gets used to the feeling of it. Okay, go ahead and step off. And you can do that as many times as you want. It also helps them get comfortable with the depth perception of top to bottom. You can always show them with their board how simple it is. Little tiny things. Watch your foot. When they drop in, they put their front foot on, they just stomp it down, right? So you can just show them that they're almost at the bottom already. Pretty simple. Another way to show them is like this. Stomp it down. Whatever it takes to get them to stomp their foot down, lean forward. The biggest mistake kids make, typically, not even just kids, anybody, is when they go, pretend you're going to drop in, Asher. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're going to drop in is they do this. They lean back, right? Because they feel like it's keeping them balanced from not dropping in. But the problem is then they try to drop in like that. And so when they do that, it's the banana peel effect. The board shoots out that way, he goes flying back that way. Typically to elbows, and then you catch your first swellbow. It happens. Nobody's died doing it. Everyone's good. So that's why it's so important. Hold that nose. Okay, now lean forward as if you're going to just come into the ramp, Asher. Let me see your hand. You can guide them. Pretend you're going to drop in. Okay, you see what that feels like?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, pretend. There you go. Bend the knees. Okay, pretend. There you go. Okay, one more time, pretend. Now you're getting used to that feeling of just going forward. Okay, step off. There you go. Okay. So the first step of dropping in is standing on the top of the ramp and getting used to the feel of it. How does it feel?
It feels like a ramp.
He says it feels like a ramp. A ramp it is. So the first thing we're going to do to help Asher learn how to drop in, me being his dad, or if you have an older brother or sister, or maybe you're sending him to skate camp, whatever, is we're just going to use hand-to-hand. It's going to give him the full safety and stability that I can catch him so he doesn't just splat on his butt. Are you ready to drop in?
Yes!
Yes!
Okay, take my hand. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is the first thing we teach him is front foot to bolts and stomp it in. So he needs to lean his body forward, but not too far because you don't want a somersault. Put his foot on bolts and stomp down. Are you ready to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, show me how. Ah, he did it! Congratulations, man! That was awesome! Get over here. High five. Yeah. Okay, come on up. So that was the hand-to-hand. Now to progress them when they get comfortable with that, is I'm going to have him hold my finger. He can still gain stability, and I can also still prevent him from falling too hard. And it's going to make him feel a lot better about dropping in for the second time. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, finger to finger. When I count to 3, what are you going to do? Foot on bolts, lean forward, stomp it in. You ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. High five. Yeah. Come on back here. Okay, now we're progressing. He's got the feel, he's got the movement. The ultimate goal is to get him to drop in without holding my hand. So now, what I like to do is have him hold my last finger. This is my weakest finger. He's gonna feel that. Okay, are you ready to hold my finger?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. All right. So that was my last finger. So when teaching him to drop in, one of the things that I was thinking about was how do I get him to do this? So I resorted back to when he was crawling and pulling up on things and he really wanted to learn how to walk. And all that was stability and safety. So a lot of the same techniques that I applied to helping him learn how to walk are the same things for dropping in. But it all comes back down to stability, safety, and that's how he feels. Ultimately, the freedom of me not holding his hand at all. When Asher first learned how to drop in, he was pretty nervous. He didn't want to let go of my hand quite yet. So as we mentioned before, the string. We call it the silly string, right?
Yep.
So now with the silly string, what we're going to do is I'm going to have him hold this. What this does is it still gives him the stability in his mind that me and him are connected, and I'm simply going to lead him into the ramp at this point. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The first time I'm going to have him hold the string, our hands are going to touch so he can still feel my hand. Okay, hold the string. Make sure our hands touch. Now are you ready? Okay, so we're going to get foot on bolts, right? Lean forward and stomp it in. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Now you can see the string's not in my hand anymore. Come here. You can see the string is definitely in Asher's hand. So what I did with that was, as he rolled away, after he's at the bottom of the ramp, I just simply let go. Now he's going to get used to the feeling of me and him not being connected anymore. You ready for your second one?
Yeah.
Here's how we progress. Remember, foot on bolts, lean forward, stomp it in. Now we're going to add a little distance. Good. Good. I'm no longer running with him at this point. Good job, high five. Yeah. Okay, now we'll walk you through it. Ready? More distance. Let go before he reached the bottom this time. High five. Now he's definitely getting used to the feeling of just doing it on his own. Now I'm going to hold the string one more time for him before we have him just simply do it by himself. Now I'm going to stand in front of him, like I said, just kind of leading him. Okay, go ahead. That time I let go before he dropped in. High five, man, you did it. You ready to do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Who's ready?
Me.
Let's do it. Show me how it's done. Right here. You got this. Right here. Right here. First try, no string. Who's ready? All right, get it. Remember, lean forward, stomp it down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and that's how you do it. What? Come here. Ah, that's awesome. That's how you do it. How'd that feel?
Good.
Tell your viewers, how'd that feel?
Good.
Yeah? Okay, so here we are. He's getting the stability of his back foot and his board set up. He's going to stomp it down. He's going to lean forward to the shoulder and his head. Go ahead. See that? Stomps it down. That hand is in front of him. Good job, kiddo. Front foot, stomp it down, lean forward. There we go. Into a kick turn. And that kick turn is going to be on our next video of how to kick turn. Okay, so at first you started off scared, right? And you're pretty nervous? Now, did holding my hand help?
Yeah.
And then did holding the string help? To give you that safety?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you afraid anymore?
No.
Tell these guys.
Nope.
Nothing to be afraid of?
No.
Nope, you're not made of glass, so you didn't shatter, right? You succeeded?
Mhm.
High five. What do skaters always do when a trick is landed with a board? We like to make noise. Yeah, get it. Give yourself some board smacks. There you go. There you go. All right, high five. And that's how you drop in.
So make sure you subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share. You heard Asher. If you'd like to see more videos, please leave us comments in the comments section. We'd love to hear feedback. If we can any way help you at all, please message us, and we will definitely send you a message back. Thanks for watching. All right? Skate and destroy, always.
Skate or die.
Skate or die.